Today we celebrate 1 year with this specific account, with this specific client, and I wanted to record this quick case study on how things are going and how we generated them almost more than 1/3 of their revenue actually through Google Ads alone. So if you look here at the account, as you can see, we spent from June 1st, 2021 to June 28, 2022, which is today, around 57,000 on their account. They're not a crazy spending client. They like to keep budgets very tight. Also, as you can see, the conversion value here, 366,000. And I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page for to see that that's real data. So as you can see, same thing on an average ROAS of 6.33. So a relative good scale here on a solid ROAS. Their profit margins is okay, as I'm going to show it to you in a second, but overall this is a solid ROAS. And one thing that is nice to notice here is that this conversion value represents more than 35% of their total revenue for the same time frame. So June 1st, 2021 to June 28, 2022, they made roughly $1 million in revenue, from which 366,000 came from Google Ads alone. And if we take a look on just 2022, so from the first until today, you're going to see that we spent around 23,200 and made back 167,000 back on a 7.21 ROAS. So the ROAS is actually increasing as the campaigns get smarter, as we have more time with this account. And as you can see here, for the conversion value, this is the actual purchase value, as I'm going to show you, purchase sales. I'm also going to open up the conversions tab here for you to take a look. That's Google Smart Shopping app purchase. That's the main thing we are optimizing for, and that's how we like to do our integrations. As you can see, the same conversion value for 2022 alone, 171,000. So if we go back here, as you can see, same amount, 23,000 spent, 167,000 made back in 2022. Now let's take a look on let's talk a little bit more about the client specifically. I'll give you some background on this client, also our key implementations on this account, what we actually did, kind of the highlights, and a little bit more information on the project overall. So I'm going to open up a little presentation. As you can see here, how I generated 365,743 with a 6.3 ROAS for an LA-based e-commerce brand. Gallery advertising case study. A little bit of background on this client specifically. They're from Los Angeles, California. They sell leather bags. They do about 1 million a year in sales, as I showed you. As you can see here, I took a screenshot of their revenue today. It was actually earlier. Now we sold about 2,000 in this time frame. That's why you see 1,014,000 on the actual Shopify dashboard. Their AOV is around $130, so pretty solid AOV for Google Ads. We have clients in all AOV ranges, even as low as $30, for which we are delivering a 4 ROAS, but usually higher AOVs are a good sign for Google Ads. They joined Gallery Advertising in June 2021, so the time frame I showed you started June 2021. We are with them until today, so 1 year there with the project, and they couldn't run Google Ads successfully before. They tried themselves, the founders tried themselves to run, but to no success. They are really busy people, so they wouldn't have the time to actually put in the time into making it work. So if we look at some highlights here from the account, as I mentioned, the results are there. 57,000 spent, 365,000 generated, 633 lifetime ROAS, percent lifetime ROAS, return on ad spend. The vast majority of sales came from non-branded campaigns. That's very important to notice. Usually we have non-branded campaigns spending very little. We don't want to overspend on branded campaigns. So what you saw here was a combination of smart shopping campaigns. Up until this point, they are the big driver in revenue. Now we have performance max campaigns, granted, and we are doing the transition. But up until this point, smart shopping campaigns were really what drove majority of the revenue. Outside of that, as I'm going to show to you in a second, we have a mix of search campaigns targeting different goals there. I'm going to show to you in the next slide. And what I also mentioned, more than 35% of the brand's total revenue came from Google Ads alone. So a huge percentage. And again, most of it is not non-branded. Most of it is non-branded actually. So some key ad account implementations, a super broad overview of what we did in this account. Of course, I won't remember exactly everything that we did day by day, but here are some big things I quite clearly remember that really moved results forward. So Google Merchant Center and product feed bulletproof setup. I can't stress enough how important this is. So when we started on this account, their product feed was all over the place. Basically, a lot of products not approved by Google. They didn't add product information, the unique identifiers to the products, so that caused a lot of inefficiencies within the feed, causing a poor performance on their shopping campaigns. We made sure to square that away. Also setting up their Merchant Center account to its fullest with branding, information, data, and so on. Point number 2 is relentless keyword and negative keyword tests and optimizations. That's the bread and butter for Google Ads. So basically what we are doing is we are constantly looking for new opportunities in new keywords, and also removing all keywords that do not make sense for our business. So this is, I think, the most time consuming implementation we did there, but definitely worth it. This is usually the area of most attention in the Google Ads account. Also transition from manual CPC to target ROAS, and consistently increasing budgets and the target ROAS as the algorithm learned. So this process you saw was a consistent improvement. Month by month, we had our campaigns performing better. We calculated that on average, our campaigns were performing better by 26% each month, considering ROAS and revenue generated. So if you make kind of you're going to see that the Google Ads campaigns improve over time quite a lot with its intelligence. And part of the process was changing the bid, from manual CPC to target ROAS, and managing the target ROAS and the budgets at the same time. Also, conversion rate optimization improvements actually on their website. So they had a pretty basic website in the beginning. Not basic, looked really good. However, there was some things that definitely needed improving, especially on their product pages. So what we did there was we gave a lot of instruction on how to actually put together a high-performing product page. We had someone refer to them that would produce a completely new landing page for them as well for us to test. We split tested both, ended up discovering that the product page was actually converting better than a dedicated landing page. So we went with the product page, and with time improved that to be a high converting product page within the whole strategy. Also, addition of client star ratings to shopping campaigns that gave us an immediate ROAS bump. So that's something quite basic, I'd say. However, a lot of brands don't have that setup. Basically, you can upload all of your product reviews and your ratings directly into your shopping campaigns, and so Google will display the reviews as they display your ads. So that gives you a lot of social proof, it highlights your products amongst the other products, making it very increasing substantially your CTR, giving you better CTR. So it's a key thing to have on your shopping campaigns and now performance max campaigns. Finally, search campaigns tailored to strategic products and categories. So what we did there is they have four main types of products, all within the leather bag kind of ecosystem. However, they have four divisions. We tailored, we had search campaigns tailored to each of those subcategories that gave us tailored in terms of the actual text and copywriting and targeting. So that gave us some advantage in the auctions because we had ads more specific than our competition, meaning we got more clicks and more conversions. And also search campaigns tailored for competitors. Basically, we are bidding on our competitors' keywords, and we are bringing people into their account at a 3 times ROAS last time I checked. So we are basically stealing customers from our competition profitably. That's pretty much what we are doing here, and that's bringing a lot of new traffic, a lot of new customers for us. So those are some key account implementations. So that's pretty much it. I think we established everything. I hope I gave you some insight on how we work, as well as how we can help you achieve better results with Google Ads by managing your campaigns. Briefly went through some of our numbers, also what we did on the ad account. Now let's talk about next steps. If you like what you see here, if you like us, if you like our methodology and our numbers, make sure to book a call. Somewhere in this page you will find a scheduling link where you can book a call directly with me. Now that's a casual conversation where we're going to take a look at your business, take a look at your numbers, also your current Google Ads results and your plans moving forward for growth overall. And we are going to come up with an effective plan and present this plan to you. If you like the idea, if you like what we have to offer, then we can move forward in fiercely improving your Google Ads results. That's pretty much it for this case study. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.